In 1949, the Lego plastic brick was born. And since this point, 160 different themes have been released by Lego, with over 41 of these themes being on the store shelves in this year alone. Now, as Lego investors, the big question remains, which Lego themes are the best investment? So lately, I've really been digging into the mechanics of Lego investing. And I guess in order to answer the question of what is the best Lego theme to invest in, we really have to establish is what makes a Lego theme a good investment to begin with. So in order to keep it simple, I've broken it down to what I would call the 3 Ps. The first P would be popular. Is this typically a popular theme that Lego customers and collectors enjoy and like? Number 2 would be profitability. Is this typically a Lego theme that has showed profit in the aftermarket? Does this theme typically have a track record of good profitability? And then the third P would be partial. Am I partial as a Lego collector and investor to this specific theme? Now let me give you an example of what I mean by partial. Let's say I go to the store and I find 2 architecture sets that are on discount and that are supposed to retire. I pick both of them up, and then a couple weeks later they retire and they don't gain any value. They completely stagnate. I now have a couple sets that I just have to try to recoup as much value and money out of those sets as I can. On the other side of the coin, let's say I'm normally really into the Harry Potter theme, and most of the time I buy a lot of their sets for my collection as well as for investing. And I go to the store and I find one of the sets that is supposed to retire that's also on a pretty good discount. So I pick up 2 of those. A couple weeks later, the set retires, the same thing happens. It doesn't go up in value and it pretty much stagnates on the aftermarket. Because I'm actually a fan of the Harry Potter theme, these sets can now either be added to my collection, they can be built. There's not as much of an impact or a loss because I'm actually into the theme and into that specific set maybe. Now that we know what we should be looking for in a Lego investing theme, we're going to go ahead and list out every single Lego theme that's on the store shelves today, and then we're going to narrow that down to my top 3 Lego investing themes. So here are all the names that Lego lists out as official themes on their website. There's a total of 41 themes. We're going to narrow this list down to our top 3 using those parameters. Now, before you make fun of my handwriting, go ahead and smash the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Lots of great Lego content coming. And if you're getting value out of the video and enjoying it, it would be awesome if you would smash that like button. Help this video get to more people, and it really helps out the channel. So what we're going to do now is we've got our 41 themes listed out. We're going to narrow down the 10 most popular themes. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to do some research as well as just from my own knowledge, narrow it down to the top 10 most sold, just most popular themes that are out there. After that, I'm going to narrow down what the most profitable themes are. So I'm going to go through the 2020 retired sets in those 10 popular themes and narrow down which themes performed the best in 2021. And then after that, we'll be able to narrow it down to my top 3, which are the 3 that are the most profitable, the most popular, but also that I'm most partial to. You got to have a nice cup of coffee when you're doing your Lego investing research. I kind of wish that they had put the face facing away from me instead of facing right at me while I'm drinking. Seems just a tad bit intrusive, but that's just me. I guess I'll have to live with it. So after hours of research, I have our top 3. Looked up tons of websites, researched sales on eBay. Let's start with the 10 most popular themes. These are the themes that I found on a lot of Lego news outlets that they thought were the most popular, as well as what themes have sold best for Lego. So in no particular order, these are the top 10. Lego City, Friends, Star Wars, Technic, Harry Potter, Ninjago, Creator Expert, Marvel, Lego Ideas, and Lego Architecture. architecture. Those are the themes that I would say are the most popular from all the research that I've done. Now, what I'll say is, even though they're popular, doesn't mean they're good for Lego investing. Lego City is very popular because it's on the shelves. A lot of people like it for city building. It's very popular with kids, but that doesn't mean it's popular for a collector's item and it's a good investment. So let's narrow this down even further. What are the 10 most profitable themes? So what I did is I looked at all the sets that retired in 2020, and I took up to 5 if I could, in order to try to get an average of how much those sets in that theme averaged as far as profitability in 2021. And here's what I came up with. So the top 10 most profitable themes would start with architecture. Now, there was only 2 sets that retired in architecture, so there was less sets to get an average from, but it came out with about a 60% increase in value in architecture. Number 2 was ideas, 52% increase. Number 3 was Star Wars, no surprise there, 48% increase roughly on that theme. Lego Technic, 43%. Number 5 on that list was Ninjago, with a 35% increase on that theme year over year. Number 6 was Creator Expert with a 25% increase. Number 7 was Harry Potter with a 20% increase. And then here's where it gets interesting. Marvel, which is a pretty big seller for Lego, actually had a decrease in value at 9% decrease. Lego Friends had a 20% decrease. Again, another big seller for Lego on the Walmart and Target shelves. And then lastly, at number 10 was Lego City, and that had a 31% decrease in value from 2020 to 2021 on a lot of those sets. All themes, even though they're popular, doesn't mean they're a good investment. What we're doing is mostly looking at what sets are collectible. They're popular, but they're also collectible. And we want to make sure that they're also profitable when we go to invest in them. Not to say that you can't get a winner in City, you can't get a winner in Friends, you can't get a winner in Marvel. You're a lot less likely to make money like you are with some of these other themes. They're a little bit more of a gamble. So now the biggest question of all, which 3 am I most partial to, and what are my 3 top picks for Lego themes? I'm going to start with number 3 on the list. My number 3 theme to invest in would be Creator Expert. Creator Expert is a fantastic theme to invest in. 25% was the increase in profit from 2020 to 2021 on a lot of those sets. There's a lot of great vehicles in Creator Expert. There's modulars that you can invest in, which typically always go up in value. So Creator Expert is a very safe place to put your money. Not to say that every set will gain value, but it does tend to go up in value for most of those sets. Number 2, Lego Ideas. Lego Ideas is probably my favorite theme of all Lego themes. Just a lot of really unique sets that collectors really will want down the road. Number 1, it's not my favorite theme, but it is a fantastic investment theme. Lego Star Wars. Most sets increase in value. There's very few that don't. Again, it's not an every time winner, but Lego Star Wars is a very safe place. It's got a huge audience. There's some really big sets that are retiring in 2022. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 2 bonus themes that I would say are 4 and 5 for me. My number 4 pick would be Technic. Technic is a very popular theme. There's great sets. A lot of people really like the detail in Technic. And then my number 5 pick would be Architecture. Architecture had a 60% increase. A lot of the Skyline sets, a lot of just architecture sets in general go up in value. They typically do pretty well. There's only one, I think, that's projected to retire this year, so there's not a lot of opportunity there, but it's a great theme to watch and it's a great theme to pick up sets if you can. That's it. My top 3, 2 bonus. Hope you got something out of this. Let me know what your favorite themes are to invest in. Let me know what you've seen success on down in the comments. I'd love to hear that. Now, if you want to know how to separate yourself from the competition in this Lego investing market, go ahead and click on this video over here and it'll give you all the details on how to do that.